Now over to the Columbia campus and what the state of affairs looks like right now after all of those arrests.
Raegan Medgie live outside the campus following all the updates because, by the way, this is a school with more than 35,000 students, and the majority of them are just trying to get to class and finish up the year. Raegan, what do we know?
And yeah, we talked to some students and the mother of a student who's going for her PhD. So you can see behind me, still for the second day in a row, this is the only checkpoint access area to campus for the Columbia University students. In order for them to even get entry into campus, they have to show their ID. If the ID doesn't pass, they have to step to the side. But the line isn't as pronounced as it was yesterday. This is also for essential employees as well to just get on to campus. Okay, but there's also been cleanup this morning as well. Let's look at some video from this morning near the area where NYPD entered Hamilton Hall. The Department of Sanitation out early this morning cleaning up from what happened last night. In addition, NYPD officers are also outside the gates and will be staying there outside of the university for at least 2 more weeks. This after the NYPD entered protester-occupied Hamilton Hall around 9 o'clock last night with the help of a mobile adjustable ramp system because the protesters barricaded themselves inside using furniture, locks, and anything they could find to block entrances. The city received authorization from Columbia University to send the NYPD onto campus. Meanwhile, students were alerted at that time to shelter in place just for their safety. According to police sources, once the police got inside, they deployed 4 so-called flashbang grenades. They did not use tear gas or any other force. They were then able to locate the protesters and start making arrests. The university and police believe the group that broke into and occupied the building was led by individuals who are not students or affiliated with the school at all. Police sources tell us they made about 50 arrests inside, most not Columbia students, instead, quote, mostly professionals, end quote. As Columbia's Hamilton Hall was getting cleared, students at City College a few blocks away attempted to take over a building. NYPD also called there, preventing that from happening and also making several arrests. We spoke with a Columbia student, a parent of a student, and a neighbor about the aftermath. Take a listen.
For example, like I'm tutoring some students, and normally it's much nicer if I get to be there in person, which I'd like to do at the library, but it's not as easy to organize that.
And what entails that to even get that together? Are you even allowed to do it?
Well, I mean, I guess I could go to like a Starbucks or something.
But you can't do it on
like Zoom,
but not on campus.
No.
I don't see my elected officials doing anything but twittering around the edges. This is a fundamental question of democracy, our role in the world, and what responsibility we have as Americans with our tax dollars.
She cannot finish her PhD, of course I know. Her office is in the campus. She cannot go there.
And this is your daughter?
Yeah, this is my daughter, of course. But I think those people don't know what they protest for. And we have 133 people kidnapped there in Gaza.
So we talked about the tent behind me. You can also see some NYPD officers. They will be staying on scene, as I said, for the next 2 weeks, up until graduation day, which is on May 15th, basically to ensure order and safety on campus. As we know, the graduation takes place on the lawn. The encampment is no longer there. The other reason why the NYPD on campus is to make sure that another encampment doesn't get reestablished. We're live here in Morningside Heights. Raegan Medgie, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.